30%. 30% lung function. He's going to share a little bit about his story. I'll pass the mic off to him, but Jacob Venditti, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, brother. So, I was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis shortly after birth. Another fun fact about me is that I founded the Live Fearlessly Foundation. At the Live Fearlessly Foundation, our mission is to encourage, enable, and inspire patients with CF to follow their passions for activity. A really big reason why I founded this foundation and that I did this and made that mission is because of Travis and the Piper's Angels Foundation. They've been looking after me since I was what surfers would say, a grom. and they've helped me, pursue my passion for surfing and to the point where they helped me stay in Hawaii for an extra month to chase a 20-foot swell and linked me up with Jamie Sterling and, done some really incredible stuff. And when I got to the point where I was like, what do I want to do with my life? I want to do what they're doing, I want to help patients live fearlessly and find their passion, because I know when you find something that you really just love doing, you'll do it as second nature, and you'll keep doing it, and that will add years onto your life. Now we're partnered with UNC Children's Hospital, and we're in the process of partnering with Duke and Rady's CF clinic in San Diego, and Travis has helped financially support our mission to provide grants to all these patients to follow their passions. And it's just, the coolest thing to be standing here right now alongside all you guys, paddling 80 miles back to Florida and following our passion and love for the ocean. Travis, heard I was going to be going through a lung transplant, and he called me in February. And he said, Jacob, I think it would be really great if you joined the crossing this year. To have that goal to make it 80 miles across the ocean is going to help you stay motivated to train and get ready for this day and encourage you to not give up. And that's what it did. I'm standing here now with you guys, and I've been giving it my all. And we're going to make it across tomorrow. We're going to do it. Whether you have CF or not, we all go through things. Life is imperfect, and we just have to keep moving forward, one step at a time, never give up, and truly live fearlessly. Thank you guys so much for letting me speak.
Dude, I got a question for you. What are just, in a concise manner, what are some of the battles you face, or what does it feel like to live with 30% lung function?
Living with 30% lung function, it's not easy, but I choose to make the best of it. I have the option to get up every day, and fortunately I live by the ocean, and I can eat good food, and I can make the best out of a bad situation. And it is tough, and that's why I want new lungs now, but I also find myself so grateful through going through the struggle, and that's what makes me who I am, and I'm proud of that. Love you too, man.
All right, here's the invitation. So, I'd really love for all of you, this whole experience is so beautiful, right? The color, the vibrancy, the energy of life. But we've lost so many people to CF over the years. And it's the hardest part about being in this position of advocacy is meeting so many families, but then losing people along the way. And my dad always quotes Lonesome Dove, Life is shorter for some than others. None of us know how long we're going to be around. Jacob doesn't know how long he's been around. I've seen people go in for transplant, they never leave the operating table. Some people, like Scott Johnson, have lived 25 years with his lungs. But can you imagine what it must feel like to go into a situation where you have to surrender your life over to receive somebody's lungs, to take your lungs out and put somebody else's lungs in? Just really consider that. When you think you're having a moment of being uncomfortable, when I said yesterday by the pool that courage is not born out of being comfortable. It's extreme adversity and the discomfort of life that challenges us in our capacity for resilience. This is one of the best living examples that I have ever seen in the way that he could be sitting at home right now just resting up, waiting for his transplant, waiting to get the call for the lungs. He's standing here in Bimini. He made the trip over. He spent a lot of time and energy to get here. And my invitation is that I want you to understand that when he goes in for his transplant, that you are in his corner. Do you understand that? Do you feel that? You are one of Jacob's family members, one of his angels, right? And he gets to feel that love and support. And I want you to know you got this entire community at your back, the wind in your sails. You're going to get through this transplant. It's going to be amazing. You're going to live fearlessly as you have so well represented. And that is an incredible legacy. So thank you for bringing that to us. The gifts that you're bringing to us. It's very, very unique, rare, and special. You can follow Live Fearlessly Foundation on Instagram or Facebook, and you can follow Jacob. Please follow his journey. He's got to raise money like every other transplant patient, which you'll hear a little bit more about when Denise comes up. He's got to raise money too for his transplant. You know, you don't just have to be physically fit for a transplant and have all these things in place. You have to be financially fit. Otherwise, they won't give you your lungs. And how much do you have to raise?
$20,000.
At least $20,000. That doesn't include a lot of the expenses of paying for people to stay in a hotel, a caregiver, all the other expenses. So please support Jacob on his journey. Thank you, Jacob.
Yeah, thank you. We're really grateful. I'm really grateful for, Travis and Casey, Tati. You guys have been in my corner for so long, and then opening up your people to help me get through this life-altering experience. It means the world, and love you guys.